So WordPress is an insane platform. The cool thing is that there's so many hidden features that a lot of people don't really know about. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video today. I'm going to show you 3 time-saving WordPress features that you probably didn't even know about. Alright, so I'm Mariah from MariahMagazine.com. Welcome to another episode of Website Wednesdays. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 time-saving WordPress features that you probably didn't even know that were a thing. Let's just dive in. The first time-saving WordPress feature that I want to talk about is this little thing right here. It's called Screen Options. You go ahead and hit that, and you can check and uncheck things that you want to be able to see in your screen. For every page, you get new screen options. So we'll open up my post page, and then I can hit the screen options up here, and I can choose which columns I want to appear down here. So I'm typically the only author on my blog, so I can go ahead and uncheck that, and so I have more space to view other things. So if I wanted to, at a quick glance, be able to see my SEO titles for all of my blog posts, just click that. You can click the meta description, you can see your focus keywords, and then these show up right at the end here. These options up here in columns may be different depending on the kinds of plugins or the kind of theme that you have on your website. Regardless, you should be able to change the number of items that you see on this page. So if you want to be able to view less blog posts at first glance or more, you can just use this up here to go ahead and change those. And then you can change the view mode from list to excerpt, and I'll show you the difference. So your excerpt will go ahead and show you either the excerpt that you went in and put in, or just like the first few lines of your blog post. The screen options are also different if you view the post itself. So go ahead and click screen options again, and then you'll be able to check and uncheck any of these boxes that come up, show you which kind of layout that you want, and once you click those, it'll automatically apply live right to your screen, which is super cool. And then another cool place that has some really neat screen options is if you go to appearance and then go to menus, you can click screen options, and then you'll be able to see like CSS classes and link targets for everything in your menu structure. So you can click this checkbox in order to open this link in a new tab. And then let's say that you were doing styling or anything like that, you can give this list item its own CSS class so that you can go ahead and customize it. And then once you do that, you can just go ahead and click Save Menu. These screen options can come in handy when it comes to saving time when you're in your WordPress dashboard, because you can go ahead and check and uncheck things that you care or don't care about. So that way, your dashboard isn't as cluttered. Let's say that you were going through and checking out all of your SEO titles and you want to make sure that all of your blog posts have them. You can just go ahead and make sure that that checkbox is clicked and then scroll down to be able to read these. It's also nice to go through and be able to see the focus keywords that you've chosen for each blog post, as well as the meta description, because otherwise you would have to go into each post and edit it, scroll all the way down to the bottom of each post, and then view your SEO title, your meta description, and your keyword here, instead of being able to kind of see them all on a quick dashboard like this. So the second time-saving feature that you might not have known about has to do with links in your pages and in your blog posts. So let's say that you wanted to go ahead and link these 3 words to another page. You just copy that page's URL and then paste it right on top of those 3 words. And it automatically links those 3 words to that URL. And then you can just click edit and link options, and then click the open link in a new tab if you're linking to somebody else's website. But this is a whole lot easier and a little bit more time saving. Instead of highlighting and then clicking the insert edit and then pasting, it's kind of a lot easier just to highlight, paste, highlight, paste, highlight, paste. Kind of saves a little bit of time when you're editing and, you know, trying to add internal links and external links to your content. And the third time-saving WordPress feature has to do with actually writing. So it has to do with like short codes on your keyboard. So let's say that you have a new post and you want to go ahead and add a heading. Well, instead of highlighting and clicking from this menu, while you're writing, you can just do 2 hashtags and then start writing your heading and then click enter, and it will automatically put those H2 tags around that text and turn it into a heading. So this also works for H3 headings. Do 3 hashtags, type your heading, and H4s. So that's super convenient and super easy when you are writing content and want to go ahead and toss in some headings. Okay, so the next one is that if you want to go ahead and add in a list, you can just do a dash and it'll automatically start you off with a list. So, I don't know, let's say you're doing dogs and puppies and cats and birds, and then every time that you add a new one, it automatically adds in a bullet point for you. And then if you want to stop doing that, you just hit enter again, and it'll stop creating the list. But let's say that you wanted it to be a numbered list, just hit 1, and it automatically starts adding those numbers before each item. So, and then if you want to stop adding items to the list, just hit enter twice, and now you're back to writing like normal. And then another one is that if you go ahead and add this little right pointing caret and then type in a quote like my client said this and then click enter, it'll automatically turn it into a block quote for you, which is super convenient when you're either quoting sources or other websites or famous authors or your clients, or if you just want to, you know, put some quotes in here, just add in that caret. Hey, this is a quote. And it automatically adds in that block quote for you. And then the last thing that I want to show you that'll totally save you some time in your WordPress content editor is this little button right here. You can go into distraction-free writing mode. So if you click that, everything else kind of disappears. So you're kind of focused just on writing your content, which can be super helpful instead of being distracted by all the other things around the content editor. And then if you need something out here, you move your arrow outside of here and then everything comes back. But once you start typing again, it'll automatically make it distract-free again. And then to turn this off, just go ahead and click that, and then you're back to typing like normal. Or an even quicker shortcut, instead of hitting this button right here, if that's, I don't know, like too much trouble, you can hit your Control-Shift and then F, and then it automatically turns the entire screen into the editor. So then it kind of looks like a Microsoft Word document. And then you can go ahead and start typing and then use your little short codes that we talked about. And then when you want to get out of that, you just hit your Control-Shift-F again, and then you're good to go. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments if there was one that you totally didn't even know about and I just kind of like blew your WordPress mind. If you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, just so I know that you found it helpful. If there is anything that's kind of confusing you about your website or like your online presence, just go ahead and comment a video suggestion down below, and I'd love to take a look at it for another Website Wednesday. But until then, see you later.